Hello, how's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. It is July 24th, 2022, and it is hot outside. It's hard to believe we are at the end of July, going into August. So awesome sauce. So I'm going to drop the link for Miss Marissa so she can come up. We just left her channel, her smaller channel, Live with Molly Go Lightly, just a moment ago. Some of you are just coming over from that. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yes, having a great day. And thank you, Jessica, for becoming a member. Fix, I need to go ahead and fix this one slow mo. Just 1 second. I always forget to do that. Bear with me. Subscribers. Okay, mods, I put it on 90 seconds, so just let me know if that's good for you guys or not. No, Amy. Oops. Don't be sick of summer. It's hot, but I don't like cold. I don't like cold weather. For those of you that live in warm climates, you're so lucky. Yes, if you guys will hit the like button while you guys are on your way in, I would greatly appreciate it. Yes. Thank you. I just subbed now from Molly's channel. Thank you. Uh, Diane, it wasn't really her Live with Molly Go Lightly channel. It's nothing true crime. It's really just everything. It's just a place where we kind of chill. I'm sure some of the mods can put her link in here. So if you guys want to subscribe to that channel of hers, it's just Marissa off the cuff, more or less. So is it Tracy, is it still too fast? Let me know. Well, we are going to try to go over some. Oh, Marissa, here, I'll drop it again. 110 in Las Vegas. Ooh. 103 in Texas. My, hold on, something's wrong. My thing was acting up, sorry. Thank you, Snuggles. My family lives in Texas. Half of my family lives in Texas, so it gets very hot. I lived in Texas for about a year. Hello, Marissa.
Hello, Justice for All. How are you?
What are you doing?
I am putting my light on.
You're what?
My light?
You're turning your light off?
I'm turning my light on.
Oh, your light on.
Yeah, that says Molly Golightly.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, hi
I love
everyone.
that. I love that.
You like
Molly
that?
Go Lightly. It's so you.
Excuse me.
It's good to see everyone. You're fine.
Yes, it's very hot. I lost. You were talking to me and Justin earlier, and she took off my dog, and I was not running after. I said, "Sayonara."
Yeah, I was on the phone with her and she's like, Violet, get over here.
I'm not chasing you.
I know, right? It's craziness. Craziness. So, what's going on with this case, Marissa?
Well, with this case, right now we are unsure of what is going on with the daughters and Raza. Uh, so far, believe that they are still with their mother. leaning towards the rumor that they're back in Yuma. Um, we know that Abba, not Obama, Abba, they were calling him Obama. I can't believe they thought his name was Obama. Did file one of those emergency petitions to get temporary custody of his daughters. Uh, as of that, we know that. We do not know the status of what exactly happened when Letitia was back for her second visit with her husband and her son.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we were all kind of derailed by a person who we are not going to mention ever again on my channel or his. If we mention this person's name, I'm sorry, but the mods have been instructed and asked to time you out, not block you. We want to completely ice this person out for what she has done. And right now, I feel like um, one of the most encouraging words that Justin and I have gotten from Miss Letitia and the family were keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. And at this point, we're getting this has come up a couple of times where um Marvan's father's wife keeps saying that she wants to do something for us, and we keep saying no, 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 we don't want, no, we want to see you guys be together as a family and spend time with him. So we do know that Marvan is in critical care, but he's not on that trach anymore, nor is he on a breathing tube. Is that the same? But what was the oh god, what's that word?
Life support?
Well, he's not on life support, right? Because he's
Right now.
on his own. That to me, that's a good sign.
That's a great sign.
What I would like to know is, how his brain activity and what his realistic chances are. But unfortunately, ventilator, thank you. Dre McCrae will not allow the family to know the status of health of their own child and their brother and their cousin, their uncle. Very cruel. So we're dealing with a lovely family and a lovely gentleman who is these people somehow surrounded by a lot of evil people that just don't want this family to be happy. And it's really disheartening and it's stressful. And so we don't know exactly what Marvan's chances are at all. And it's stressing a lot of people out. Justin has a lot of people reaching out to him. A lot of our friends are telling us that they are losing sleep and that they have never dealt with such an emotionally intense story ever. And there's a lot of people that are worried about this man. I did go over to the Yuma Police Department and I left them a comment that I'm going to read to all of you because I think it's important that I show transparency with what my intentions and goals are. And when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something. And this is what I said. Now, I do think it's inappropriate that there were people leaving comments under a picture of a fallen police officer, but I found another way to leave a comment. And this is what I wrote. Okay. This was today at 5 a.m. And what about Andrew? All right, so basically they had a mug shot up of a man who was arrested. And I went underneath and I posted what I'm about to read you. This way you know this was really me. I really posted and I meant every word. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I said, and what about Andrea McCrae? Are you guys kidding me? You didn't even spend 45 minutes inside of that house, nor did you even go inside the actual residence. You went into the shed and did a real lousy job of documenting what you saw. I'm going to tell you something. You may not like it, but I am a mother who has to raise their kid in a society filled with nut jobs. And there's nothing worse than seeing lousy police work and lack of justice. Just like you were waiting patiently, just like you were waiting patiently for updates on Marvon McCrae's status, we are praying for him every day. We're also watching every single video this woman has ever put out. Enough with trying to ignore this evidence. All the evidence and motive that you need is right underneath your nose. Yuma Police Department owes Mrs. Letitia Bias and Mr. Marvan and the children and siblings an apology. But the questions that I have many. How come no officers entered that property? Did you even speak to the children? You noted a non-frayed rope, but you never, hold on, let's see where I am. Right. But you never put where you found the rope. Was it hanging from the metal shaft in the shed? Or was the rope around his neck? This is why so many people are gravitating towards this story. The story is already in the hands of national media, but they are just waiting on an arrest to jump. I'm really hoping that there's going to be a press conference real soon for this gentleman. This man is a Marine. This wife of his is an absolute monster. There's hundreds of videos of her flailing a knife around. What she talks about, drugging her own husband and starving her family. She admits to sneaking drugs across the border. She also got teary-eyed for the first time in a video saying that she hopes that all the physical abuse and things that she has done to her own children is somehow going to be wiped away from their memory. Look at Marvan's physique in the videos before the diet that she put him on. This man has served his country, paid his bills, he's paid his taxes. This woman admits to trapping him into a marriage, emasculating him, taking away his cell phone so that he couldn't talk to his family. Um, Family or his friends. We even have a video of him eating as if he was starving to death. Please do better because when I get to Yuma, I'm coming out there with at least 200 people and we will protest and it will make national news. Marissa Zadinsky. I hope you guys this is how I use my voice. It is not a threat. It is all fact. Okay? And I'm not going to attack the Yuma police. I'm going to try and have faith. But to find out that they weren't there for an hour.
Not even an hour.
And you want to know something? At 5 o'clock in the morning, I know how you feel because a lot of times you and I say goodnight at 3:30 in the morning. And then at 5 o'clock, you're like, bitch, look what I found. And I'm like, oh my God, I totally just saw that. You're up? Hell yeah, I'm up. And then at 7:32, I dozed off for a minute, but guess what I found? I left this at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I think that because I was alone in my room with my husband not there, I have to kind of go over everything that I kind of mentally took in, and what is it that makes us gravitate towards this? Well, guess what? There's a huge story of years of videos to catch up on.
An extremism and everything.
Every and the extremism is one extreme to the next. There's
Yes.
like no middle ground. It doesn't seem like there's any sort of consistency, because in that video when she's flailing that knife, in that video she says, I've been consistent like a mother trucker. That is what she said. No, I completely 1,000,000% disagree that you have been consistent in anything. The only thing that you have been consistent in is the toss and floss and wash and dry
And
and
control.
yes, that, and do your makeup as if it's your job. I don't understand this woman. I don't understand. I'm seeing a motive though. Slowly, it's opening my eyes. This motive. I just can't understand how these videos that every one of you guys fell in love with years ago, they look like they were having a lot of fun. I,
Yes.
and I'll never take that.
Very engaging. Very engaging she
Yes,
is.
enchanting, enchanting. You're like, oh my goodness, that's she was funny, but something along the line happened where she just got a little scarier and a little meaner. And you have to wonder, how does that happen? Something had to have happened down the line. And she got very, very comfortable on that camera, which is one of the best things, because these videos will be used against her. They have nobody's really having a hard time finding her videos. And I think that a lot of times when people say, oh, how can Dre's
Thank you, Kim.
fans just turn the other cheek and still support her? I don't think they all did.
Oh,
I don't
definitely
think
not.
they all did. I think that they were like, what is going on? And that's
My opinion, she was always a little wacky,
right.
which you kind of have to be in any sort of media. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Eccentric.
Yeah. But I also think that after her foot surgery, she became addicted to prescriptions, in my opinion.
But right, but see, but that doesn't go with the story or the narrative, because as she's super skinny and everything, all of her skin from her chest to her buttocks is, it looks like a huge gravitational pull with no exercise. Okay.
Right.
She says, I am, I am as healthy can be, blah, blah, blah. That's not true. Because someone that is living an organic and vegan lifestyle, you're not going to get your limes at Walmart, okay? You're just not. Vegan women, from what I've been digging up, guess what? And you want to know something? Start putting vegan, right? Get the people from the vegan community over here, and they will tell you about what a real vegan is. They don't wear leather. They are it's such a huge commitment. And someone that's vegan is not going to go and try and get some Xanax.
Right.
They're,
As a nurse for 30 years, since Vaughn is off the ventilator, it does mean that he is not brain dead. It does
really,
mean that he is not brain dead. He could be in what they call a persistent vegetative state. Thank you. Very interesting. Christina says, has paparazzi company made a statement bringing uh, that up might get you even more exposure for Vaughn? Anti MLM. Was she practicing black arts?
ooh,
Th-
someone
That's
accused her of that.
that's that's a big thing. Thank
We
you.
don't know for sure. And remember, we can't just listen. I'm no fan of hers. Trust me.
Steph, and my opinion, I think she does kind of abuse the religion part as well, just in my opinion. I mean, I don't know her relationship with, God, obviously. Thank you, Coco Buff 67. Thank you. Um, but we were talking about videos, and someone emailed me this, and I wanted to see if anybody has this video. It says a live she did pop back on my internet earlier while her TikTok and others were being open. On one, she discusses with her supporters on live that she committed murder twice in her head and thinks about it every day. She is also talking about which herbs puts Vaughn to sleep. Both of these parts are at the end. She talks about a vacation her and Vaughn went on when they met up with friends from New York they spent the vacation with. She also says Mondays are her ultimate favorite day, which is May 23rd, was in fact on a Monday. This is from 2020. The video is already deleted back off, but I screen recorded the entire video. If this person still has it, could you send it to me? Or if anyone has this video, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, she says it keeps telling me it's too large of a file to send. She always talked about murder and committing it in her head. Yeah, that's not normal. It's not a normal behavior. Thank you, Navy, for the broken. She was an emotional and mental vampire. This woman is sick and needs to be put in a mental hospital. I agree. Kathy Johnson, thank you so much for the super sticker. Um, Vegan and alkaline are different. That is correct. Yes. Alkaline should be only done for about 2 weeks, 24 days max. The herb should not be mixed and taken more than 2 months at a time. That's absolutely true. The alkaline is just a temporary, and vegan, if it works for you, if the lifestyle works for you, then that's great. Was the new business filed in California? Um, I can't remember. I think it was Arizona, wasn't it? Vegans take Xanax.
Encino, California, right? Encino, California. That's the valley.
um, yeah, that's a good idea. Split the videos and save it. Oh, thank you, Nanook. God bless you, hun. Thank you. Um, yeah, hold on. Okay, sorry. No, she is legally saying she. So, allegedly now, Dre is trying to cross her T's and dot her I's. She is saying that she lost weight from, what is it, Margana? Is that how you pronounce it? Merit. It starts with an M. Uh, saying has to she has to legally say she is not a doctor. Dre claims she has fibromyalgia, Hashimoto's, RA, PTSD, chronic fatigue, depression. She's telling people allegedly, if you take this stuff,
Moringa.
it it will it will take away your ulcerative colitis, which I have and is extremely painful. Uh, she's also saying that it will allegedly prevent salmonella. Just sharing. So she's still telling people this allegedly. Bless you.
Thank you.
Jay's saying she is eating too much on a feed.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Giving
Um,
medical advice is very risky, dangerous.
so there's, I don't know which video it is, but there, I know the timestamp of the video, but I think it's Dre is saying allegedly that Vaughn is eating too much on a feeding tube.
Wow.
She is told policy of hospital does not allow her to keep people away from Vaughn. Which I don't know which video this is. That is absolutely crazy. I mean, how the hell could he be eating too much on a feeding tube?
I know.
Thank you, Karen. Thank
Terrible.
you, Lori. My name is Nicole. I'm changing it now. I love the way you say Nanook. Thank you.
Thank you. Big love from Alabama.
My friend used to have a dog named Nanook.
I think New Kids on the Block's original name was Nanook, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the original name was Nanook. I
Oh,
swear, I can't. Yeah, it's weird to hear all this. Yeah.
thank you, Elle. Thank you, Karen. That's
Do I
very
have the video? We don't. If someone could get that to us, it'd be awesome.
yeah, I would like to see that.
Violet.
Sorry, someone's. I'm just looking at some stuff here.
Okay, I'm looking at the comments.
Okay. So I've got some text from the chiropractor.
Are you talking to him now?
One, it's not. I mean, someone talked to the chiropractor, but I've got some text from them. It says, "Hi, Kara.
Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone.
It says, "Hi, Kara."
Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone.
Sorry.
Okay. Hello. Your previous patient, Dre McCrae and Marvon McCrae, are in a difficult situation. I am aware there were some wild accusations about you. However, we would love to get some insight from you if you are able. Marvon is on life support now. Thanks for the, life support now from an attempted S. Hi, Kara. I have been made aware of the unfortunate accusations in order to create distraction or perhaps generate attention. Pardon me. Okay.
Thank you, Nicole, for the Cash App. And thank you to another Nicole. Thank you. Oh my God.
Um,
Emma.
distraction or perhaps generation and sympathy. I haven't spoken or treated the McCrays in years. Vaughn is such a gentle, quiet,
Wow.
spoken soul, and I enjoyed treating him and making him come out of his shell with laughter and many conversations. Oh, my heart, Marissa.
I know.
Dre was also very cordial and pleasant. I obviously can't talk about their family's treatment for patient privacy
Right.
reasons, but it was fun adjusting the whole family and those adorable kids. I'm really saddened and still wrap my head around how Vaughn's life has come to this point. Perhaps the focus should be to send love, light, and support to Vaughn and his family rather than turning this heartbreaking situation into a tabloid circus. I could not agree more with him.
Absolutely.
Um,
That was nice of him to say.
yes. Uh,
Raza is such a sweet little baby. I can't
yeah.
believe how smart he was. He's such a smart little kid.
Okay, there's more. Pardon me. I grew closer to Vaughn and spending more time talking and treating him when he would come on his own. I did enjoy the couple's impromptu lives with Dre from The Office and did realize her talents then. Like I said, she was very cordial and well mannered, and it's very sad to see how everything has reached this point for her whole family, including Vaughn's. I love how the kids come out of their shell at the office, and it completely breaks my heart to think of what they're going through at this time. I guess this would be a great reminder to practice gratitude daily for our family's health and happiness as well as our own. Have a good weekend.
Mm.
Yes, it's very sad. I agree. We have to practice daily gratitude. Thank you. I hope you have a great weekend as well. It's amazing.
Such a sad story. I really wish that we had
Thank you.
really good news. It would be such a change of kind of like the change that we all kind of need,
Hmm.
because it's going down, it's going down. It's just all these videos that what I'm seeing, and it's just like, how do you give her the benefit of the doubt?
So, Nevaeh says, as a vegan, we know the proteins we need and the vitamins we are lacking. Her diet is not right. She is giving the vegan community a bad name as well as the metaphysical community. We do not stand by her. Actually, thank you for that.
Thank you.
I love the metaphysical community. Um, so I was a big follower of Wayne Dyer. He passed away a few years back, and Louise Hay. So anybody that knows those, they're very big in the metaphysical. So yes, if you guys will please click the like button, it's a great way to get this story out um, for the attention that Vaughn deserves to
Yeah.
get a thorough investigation into what happened. And everyone deserves that at the very least, in my opinion. Um, whether there's foul play expected or suspected or not, everyone deserves more than 33 minutes um, at, if there was an accident happened.
Yeah.
So speaking of the feeding tube and being fed too much, she said that he was jerking a lot. Now knowing more of the situation, he was probably detoxing off the K. I was thinking that too.
Mm.
I was wondering if she would be so cruel to not give it to him as times as punishment
Right.
or just an sorry, or just as another way to control.
Right. Can I tell you something?
Go for it.
You are doing such a good job on this story.
Who?
You are.
Oh, thank you.
I just love how much you've put into this for this family and how sweet you've
Oh,
been to them.
you're very sweet, Marissa. Thank you. Thank you. But to be honest with you, you are it's really boils down to you at the end of the day with this story. No, it really does, because I would not they didn't reach out to me at first. You know, of course, I'm step by step with you always, but um and I, I've asked you for help on cases,
Mhm.
right? You've asked me, but the thing about it is we have to do this. Um, we're doing it as a team, and
Huh?
there's been some things that kicked us along the way, obviously, as there is with literally every case. You can't have thousands of people watch you every day and not expect something, because there's always those
I'm getting
people out
actually,
there.
I'll tell you what, I'm getting a lot of support by so many lovely people in the chats. Thank you. I read them. I'm reading them. I'm hearting them. I'm responding to you guys. Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate the fact that you guys are allowing me and the family's allowing me to be sort of in the forefront. But honestly, I need Justin. I couldn't. I'm a little too emotional. If he wasn't with me, I would have thrown in the towel like on the fourth day. Right?
This is the thing with Marissa. Marissa, sometimes she gets a bad rap, and I don't think it's fair to her, because Marissa she's so passionate about everything she does, and she gets overwhelmed, and then she'll blow up for 5 minutes. But then this is the thing about Marissa. After the 5 minutes, it's completely over and it's done. Marissa is not the type of person that will drag people for months and months and shows at a time. And that's what I really appreciate about her, because I could not stand to sit and listen to about some one person about how they've wronged or anything like that. Um like, she's just very compassionate about uh she loves very deeply, she hurts very deeply for victims, and I get that. I get that. So yes, she does says it and she leaves it, and she's and I'm the same way. I'd like, if I ever get mad at somebody, I'd never stay mad long. I never, like, I'm really
It's not
done with it
worth
by the
it.
end of the day. Well,
Remember,
because it makes you sick.
yeah, it takes
Like,
years off your life. When you're a
yes.
miserable person, you're angry all the time. And I learned this from an 82-year-old woman. I love the elderly. I
Me
know it
too.
sounds corny. I
No.
love talking to people that are in their 70s and 80s, 90s. I love it. And you learn so much of it. People look at the elderly and think, "Oh God, what do they know? They're boring and go to sleep at 4 o'clock." Blah blah. They've lived. They've lived. We're babies to them, and I remember hearing a
I do
woman
have that.
say to me, Marissa, and this is a long time ago, back at a point where I was in a place where I was very angry all the time. And she says, Marissa, why do you do this to yourself? When you get angry like that, you take years off your life. And I thought about it. I said, yeah, you're right. And being hateful and spiteful, that doesn't make you feel good. So
Mm.
pick and choose your battles wisely. Really, I mean, we all live on a planet with 8 billion people. We can't allow one person to affect us,
Yes.
but our
There's
actions can affect the world if they're
a-
good, and you can inspire people. That's all I wanted to say.
that's absolutely right. I mean, where I have worked in a funeral home, and worked at hospice, um, that really changed me. It changed me forever, because when it's over, it's over. I mean, I'm talking about this life. Of course, I believe in the next life, obviously, but what we do here and now matters. It really does matter, and how we treat people matters. Um, and Marissa, you've been to St. Jude.
I have.
It changes you, and sometimes we have to remind ourselves where we've been. Um, we all get caught up in stupid stuff sometimes. Every one of us gets caught up in stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Um, if I always say, if it's not going to matter in 10 years from now,
Yeah.
it's just not going to matter. It's really just, I mean, you can go back and you can look at things
BC
that
Proud.
stretch you.
Sorry.
Good. No, go ahead.
BC Proud found just said, okay, I sent the video to you, Justin.
Oh,
It's in the
thank you.
title.
Thank you, BC.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome, really. But, if it doesn't matter 10 years from now, it really doesn't matter. Um, Even though sometimes we all get caught up, and it can be, just we're tired that day, something happened in our personal life, um, or we can just not, just feel good at all. Um, but I think elderly people has a lot of valuable information. Um, so I appreciate that. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, there's Corey. Thank you, Corey. Let's see what we got.
Oh. Trust me, I wish I had the power to like change something in the world. I don't have power over anything. I don't even have power over this dog. Come here.
Thank you, one hell of a night. Thank you, Tammy. My husband was in a coma, and I begged the doctors to feed him because I couldn't live with myself knowing he starved to death, with even though I knew he was already gone.
Wow.
Bless your heart. I'm so sorry, Tammy. Tell the ones you love them every single day. Let's see. Thank you, Lady Autumn. I don't know. It's absolutely crazy. Hold on. What's this? I'm going to get over to the other stuff in a minute, but I'm just trying to. Oh, we played that one 1,000 times. Where's Elle at? Is she not here?
She's with her baby swimming.
Oh, very interesting. Oh, that's right. She takes the weekend off.
Good for her.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Good for her. Bless her heart. She works so hard.
Yes, she does. Oh god, that wig.
Are you now, Dre?
Really?
Does she say this is not Jehovah?
No, she said this
No,
is
listen to
not
the.
drama. This is more
Oh,
like damage control, and I'm really good at doing damage control. That's what she just said.
drama.
I need to do damage control, and I feel like I'm really good at doing damage control.
Oh my
Are you
God.
now, Dre? Thank you,
Keep
Nina.
talking, honey. Keep talking. That's basically what she just said.
My husband has a feeding tube in the hospital, calculates how much he needs by his weight and height. Yes. Thank you, Nina. Welcome, silly rabbit. Wow. She's, well, according to some people around her, she's very good at, how do I say it? Being a snake oil salesman,
Yeah.
making them believe,
Ugh.
manipulating,
The people that looked up to her,
yes.
people who
Sorry.
enjoyed her, people who looked forward to, seeing her and watching her life. That's a privilege.
Yes.
It's like, well, what if I have any more? And I said, well, if you have more, then I can take you back.
Can you hear that?
And if you have more, then
Por
we
lado.
can explore other options, or I can take you straight to Tucson, because they wanted to transfer him anyways. I said, they ran a very important test, which was the lumbar puncture, but that takes 48 hours for us to get the results of the cultures. So right now you're just in here waiting. That's all you're doing. So I feel like, I can take care of you when you come home, and I know I can take really good care of you. So then the nurse came back in and he says, can I, he can barely speak up. He barely had bass in his voice. He could barely talk. And he's saying, I want to leave. And she's like, okay, but do you know that, if you still this, not leaving against this, you can get this, that, or even death. Like, what the, just get the hell out of his face with all that. But I kept my mouth shut, because maybe she has to say this or that, whatever. But he was, he kind of looked at me. He has such a sad puppy dog face whenever he's sad. It's so sad to see him in such a bad spot, and it's like, F all of these doctors that put him in a position like that.
Ouch. Ouch. They're
I'm the
keeping him
love of his
alive.
life, man. I feel like our love, and I don't even want to say I know that our love is healing to him. His subconscious puckered up his lips to kiss me. That to me was proof that even whenever he's out of it, even when he's had 7 seizures, even when he's had a stupid amount of Ativan, even whenever he can't even open his eyes, even whenever they ask him questions and he can't even say his name. He couldn't even say his name because he was not there. Even whenever he can't even open his eyes, even whenever they ask him questions and he can't even say his name. He couldn't even say his name because he was not there. That I got a problem with. Like, I'm not comfortable leaving my husband with these people no more. So I strongly advised him, baby, I think that it would be good to leave. And he asked to leave. And they gave him that whole spiel, this, that, and the other. And so then while they're taking the IVs out of him, I asked the lady if she can this was a new person. I asked the lady if she can bring a wheelchair. She says no, because he's leaving AMA. He cannot get a wheelchair. He needs to walk out. And I'm just thinking, like, all right, I'm going to have to pick him up. My husband, Vaughn, could not stand up. He couldn't even sit up on his own.
But yet she wants him to leave.
Like, there was absolutely no way he was going to be able to walk out of that hospital at all. He did not have the strength in him. There was barely any life force inside of his
Evil.
body.
Yes, you heard that right. Barely any life force. Listening to all.
the decisions, the big heavy decisions, because I'm a very logical thinker, I just felt like I need Jehovah to bless. I need Jehovah to bless the fact that we left. I need him to be okay. I should have prayed before. I didn't even think about it, but the whole time I was praying that Jehovah blesses my efforts, or he sees what I was
Thank
trying
you,
to
silly
do.
rabbit,
He
so
sees
much,
that
honey.
I was
God bless
scared
you.
of what they were going to do to him because of how we were
Thank
treated.
you.
I wasn't comfortable. I couldn't have
God
gone
bless you.
to the hospital any other time to see him. He would be on his own. That didn't sit right with me.
The FDA considers this poisonous. That's exactly why I bought it, okay? The FDA says it's bad, okay. Then that must mean it's good.
The FDA says it's
I've been
poisonous.
around way too long to think that the FDA putting a poisonous stamp don't mean nothing in the world of drink, okay? I'm just saying. You try to put a ban on something, then I'm like, okay, then it must be good. Let me go see why there's a possible ban on it. You know what I'm saying? So once one of my friends told me about this, and she was like, just letting you know, it's it might be against the FDA saying it's poisonous. I was like, add to cart and give me 2 of those, but take one back out because I gotta save money. Okay, chaparral leaf. Okay, just letting y'all know. So, Mr.
Can you pause that?
Great.
Yeah.
And he has been.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone in the chat's going to agree with me or if you're going to agree with me, but I think that if this turns into some sort of trial, I think one of the things that's going to put her away really is that very detrimental comment that she made saying, oh, if the FDA says it's dangerous, then I think that is one of the golden gems, the golden ticket. That's
Giving health advice,
the fact that she is
going against the
praising
FDA.
poison, yes, and putting that out there. Now I don't know how. I mean, we do have. Wait, uh, we have a woman that reached out to us who is a retired cop and um, former. Oh God, were we supposed to call her tonight? Former military, and she was a cop, and she was going to answer whatever questions we had. I want to know, like, because one of the things that bothers me is how are they going to prosecute her? Like, exactly what are they going to go on? Because it's not, I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be easy to prosecute this chick. But I'll tell you, if she's in front of a jury, yes. But forming a case, I think is going to be a little difficult. Yeah, yeah. She's definitely not likable. And what it all comes down to is her defense attorney if this goes to some sort of trial. How likable this person's going to be, telling you. I've seen so much of this, but that one statement about that FDA and oh yeah, boom boom boom, that's a big one. That's something that is going to stick in people's minds. Just saying.
I agree.
Bad. You can't be talking like that.
Silly Rabbit says, you both much gratitude, unconditional. Thanks for the way you handle all the sensitive information with much integrity, dignity, and care, and most importantly, unconditional love. Give show to all families you cover. Thank you, Silly Rabbit. It's a
Thank
beautiful
you so
compliment.
much.
Jen
It is a
P says, thank you, Justin and Marissa, for all you've done and you are doing for Vaughn and his family and that love him. You both are amazing, Justice for Vaughn. Thank you so much, Jen P. Look at Violet's new dress. Oh my god, it's so sweet. Does the chat need to be slowed? Let me know.
Jamel?
I agree, Linda. She was definitely using it as a guinea pig. In my opinion, too.
Kiss. Kiss. What's up? You mad at me?
Yes.
Mad?
Okay. I'll slow it.
For over 2 weeks. He was flown from Yuma, where we live,
This is
here
very
in
low.
Tucson, 2 weeks ago on Monday.
Can
So
you hear
that's
that?
like 2 weeks
No.
and a couple of days away.
It's very low.
And it's pretty serious. Um, like, and I can tell it's because of what he ate. Although the vegan formula is that they
Oh,
had at the hospital, it was too much. He would fast most of the day and then he'd have like one big giant meal, but they're continuously giving him this feed, and I could tell when he's doing this, it looks like hiccups, but it's not. He had way too much to eat. I know my husband, and we are connected because we are one. So I could look at him, diet, and look up and down his body from the top of his head to the tip of his toes, and it's like my eyes do a little scan, and immediately he ate too much. So I go and I tell the nurse, I said, hey, can we stop his feeding? I want to give him this, but actually, can we not feed him anymore? Because I think it's too much for his body. And she said yes, she was going to go talk to the doctor, let the doctor know that I was there. But then whenever she had left, Vaughn ends up having so much stuff coming out of his mouth. Mucus for sure. And I think it's still mucus from, poison that he was like from the nutrition bag. And it's really not poison, but like Vaughn's body sees it that way. It's the nutrition bag, but it's toxic to his body. No disrespect on what's actually in there. It's just for Vaughn, it's poison. So they had printed out paperwork on Cape Farms because they wanted to tell me about the vegan formula that I can't order for him. And so they were trying to tell me about it, and I was like, oh, good. You know what? I ended up ordering a case this morning, and it should be here within 2 days. And they were like, oh, okay, good. Blah, 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 blah. But just to let you know, we need to put him on something because I'm not going to allow him to be without nutrition. And I said, okay, but clearly my husband's having a negative reaction to the formula. So I am not, like, I am against that. I do not want him to have it. They're like, well, I am his physician, and I'm just letting you know I am not going to allow him to be without any nutrition. And we're going back and forth. Oh, I think not. His body is having a negative reaction, and he cannot have this. They're like, well, it's detrimental to his health for him to go 2 days without food.
It seems like every single thing that the doctors says that he needs, she says, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
She don't like
They're
doctors.
they're saying like he physically can't even stand on his own. She's even saying that.
Yeah.
And
She still
yet
wants
she
to come
wants
out.
to bring him out of the hospital and throw cayenne pepper in his mouth.
8 a.m.
For him to be without food. And I said, and I think it's detrimental to his health to give him food that his body views as poison. Like just a couple of days ago, he was able to breathe without a ventilator. He wasn't having these jerks. He wasn't this and that. And then they were like, do you understand his injury that he has? Like, has the doctors talked to you about this? And I said, yes, and I understand and I know where you're getting at. So I do understand his diagnosis and all of that, but I see things differently. And so they're like, okay, well, can you explain to me what
and what I'm not going to do, I am not going to repeat what doctors have said. So we're going back and forth. She says, well, it's detrimental to his health. And I was like, ma'am, people fast longer than.
Ma'am, it's detrimental to his health. The nurse or the doctor is saying this. Ma'am, it's detrimental to his health. Detrimental means really bad. But then she's like, ma'am, people fast for days on end. Not when they're nearly brain dead, if not brain dead. You got to have proteins and stuff to heal. You got to have energy to fight, to heal. You don't fast during this time.
2 days. And I don't see how his body is going to negatively decline if he doesn't have feeding for 2 days. It's like his body is viewing this stuff as poison. The nutritionist goes, well, we've done studies. She's like, we've done studies, and this is well blankety blank, and this is food that's really good for people who are in critical care.
Hold on, I got to read this comment. Thank you, Molly, for St. Jude. My little girl has leukemia, and Dad left us when he found out she's sick. And when COVID hit, I lost my job, closed. I tried to home sales, but didn't succeed. Viewers, you too rock. Oh my God, Cherie.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So sorry.
I'm very, very sorry to hear that.
You're going through it, honey. Very sorry.
Care, blah, blah, blah. Miss me with that. So she's going on and on and on about how great this crap is and this formula is and why it's so good for the body. And so I said, that's really great. And I'm glad. I'm glad that it's been studied. I'm glad that it's beneficial for the body. For whatever reason, I don't know. It is not good for my husband, and his body is having a negative reaction. And the physician said, okay, I'm just trying to allow you to get a choice between this one and this one, because I am not going to allow him to be without feeding. And I said, even though I am his wife and I am saying no, do not give it to him.
That's a very good point, Monica. Monica says since she has willingly given her family poison, can she not be charged with attempted murder, child abuse, or something? Anyone know? I mean, there's videos of her saying what we just saw it or heard it. The FDA banned this because they said it's poison. Bam. 2 in my cart, but I had to take 1 out because I'm trying to save money or something.
Right.
This is just
It's mind blowing. It's too much. Too much.
I mean, not to only live with the toxicity that she's putting in her body and her family's body, but the toxicity of her alone, Marissa.
Yeah.
The toxicity.
She looks like death.
Yes. She definitely looks like
She
death.
looked better with the weight on her.
Oh my God.
She said yes. I said, in that case, I need to contact a lawyer. She said, yes, you can do that. But in the meantime, he's going to get something.
So she was going against doctors' wishes. And she said, I'm going to get a lawyer, I guess, allegedly to change the formula that they were giving him. And she didn't want that formula to be given to him, I guess, allegedly, until she could get the formula that she wanted. But the nurse said, well, he's going to get something within the meantime. And she was saying that she was going to get a lawyer.
And Vaughn, today's still the 30th, right? So then next month on the 5th will be 2 years that he has had seizures. Oh, he doesn't remember none of them. Not one of the seizures. He doesn't. And anytime he would have seizures, it would be.
He started having seizures, she said, 2 years ago, which was in June or July when she posted this. They started having trouble in about 2019, 2020. That's when they started really having trouble. And that's when the seizure started. Allegedly.
Me that has to, see it, witness it, help him, take him to the doctors, take him to the hospital. We used to go to the hospital like every 2 weeks, and then he would have seizures every week. It was just crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So
This is the okay.
70.
This interview right here is when Marissa and I was live at 3:00 in the morning, and she was with this Vanessa girl. Remember that, Marissa?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
He had more than that. Just to let y'all know.
She's laughing. She said he had more than 9 seizures.
He had more than that. No, I don't. Yes. So people are saying, why didn't I call or take him to the ambulance or hospital or whatever? My husband hated going to the hospital. Anytime we took him there, we had people don't understand. We've had this conversation, me and my husband, many times. And he has told me many times if he has a seizure, he does not want to go to the hospital.
Listen, after over 9 seizures, you take them to the freaking hospital. What do you want him to die? Is that what she wanted? I mean, how could she had to have wanted? There's no other reason.
Yeah. I don't understand. But it's
Yeah,
weird. Why didn't she pull the plug when she had the opportunity?
the audacity for her to promote her coupon code for herbs while Vaughn lay in hospital in coma. She thinks she's untouchable, Michelle M. says. Very well said, Michelle. Very well said. And laughs that he had more than 9 seizures and says he doesn't like to go to the hospital. I think he never had a problem with the hospital. I think it was you pushing your narrative on him about what he should like and what he shouldn't. But that's just my opinion.
My husband said he does not want to go to the hospital if he has a seizure, and I'm here stressed that he's having one. My only job as a caregiver is to continue to provide love and support to him. That's really it was stressful, and then whenever he gets like that, he doesn't want to take medicine, like the natural herbs that will help him. In Mexico, they're going to tell you a really, really high price naturally. I'm in Mexico, like another country, Mexico. I just get really scared whenever I know you're going to have a seizure. I hate you going through that. I'm just happy you're okay now. Do you want me to hold it when we cross over?
This is her talking about they're in Mexico and she's talking about, you want me to hold it when we're crossing over.
I could put it in my food bag. I would rather it be on me, because if God forbid, I would want to get in trouble. I am. Yeah, I'm a black dude from the South. I'm definitely going down. Heather, Xanax, Yeah. Do they search you? Do they search you when you walk over? No. There's no metal detectors or whatever. I just hope there ain't no dogs. Okay. Do you have to have a prescription there? No. But even if we did see a doctor and we had a prescription, they'd still give us trouble. So X-rays and probably find out what happened to your back and get some pain medication here at the hospital. I want to spend as little amount of time explaining himself as possible.
Thank you, Tracy.
So keep it simple. What do you use for seizures? Valerian root. That's it. But like, we don't need to go through the whole spiel and tell them everything because that's not what we're here for. You know, we're here at the hospital. I mean, this is what I was telling him. I'm still not there, you know. We're not there to be interrogated. We're not there to be, you know, ask a million questions or talk about seizures. We're there to get X-rays to find out what happened to your back and get some pain medication. Like, we've been thinking about what blessings have come out of him having seizures, you know? There are so many blessings that have come out of it. His mouth is like all open, so I try not to show his, because he's like, you know, I don't. Baby.
She makes me sick.
Baby. Oh.
Okay. I can't hear it right now. So, doesn't the hospital ethics department get involved where I work? We would get the and legal team involved. Yes, the blessings that come out of seizures. Give me one.
0.
Give me one.
0.
I want to know, and I asked this yesterday. Has Dre ever talked about visiting Mexico? Or sorry, not Mexico, New Mexico. Or did she live in New Mexico for a short time?
No, she had an admin there. That's what I was told.
Yeah, I heard an admin, but I need to know something deeper than that. Because she gets more money. I really want to know about that. To get pain meds, you definitely need to know about seizures. Some pain meds work on serotonin, which you could end up having seizures. She has the ultimate puppet master, I mean, who would record a video? Thank you, Karma. I don't think she ever loved hearing. Hold on. I don't think she ever lived here in New Mexico. I used to follow her before they started losing weight and never heard her mention New Mexico. Okay. Seizures. It was. Because I found something, but I don't know if. In my opinion, it seems like she potentially, allegedly, paid to have negative things taken off
Mm-hmm.
of the internet,
Yeah, I've heard that. I heard that.
which is totally legal to do.
Right.
But you can, but there's been websites where I will go to, they're not there anymore. And there's other means that I know, but she it seems as if she has allegedly paid someone, that takes the negative things off.
Right. Actually, that's not really what it does. It doesn't actually um from I remember my husband saying stuff like this. You can pay a service,
Yes.
but what it does is it pushes it back.
Way back, yeah.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Well, some
I
things
would
they
never
can get
do that.
removed, and
I
the
would
other
never.
things they push way, way, way back there.
Yeah.
But if you know how to search it right, you can still get it. Yes. Yes. If I could just find this one thing, it would be so great.
Yeah.
So great. I'm getting some emails. Hold on.
Are you?
Crap. Yes. I'll send that one to you, Marissa.
Okay.
Not right now, but I'll send it to you later. Dr. Dan. Video rundown of the situation from a TikTok user. There's so much more, please. What is this? Hold on.
And his blood sugar was at 108. Like, that's normal, right? Like, he started hallucinating.
Oh, wow. This is from a TikTok creator.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who. I'm sorry, I don't know who the TikTok creator is. But she's talking about Vaughn having hallucinating, she's saying.
It leaves you with an eerie feeling. If you've been
Hold
following,
on.
let me know
Terrifying with Vaughn.
what's knowing what's going on.
It's really low right
I
there.
don't know if it was something that he ate. I checked his blood sugar. He was not doing well. And his blood sugar was at 108. Like, that's normal, right? Like, he started hallucinating. He, like, was so confused about, like, where he was, what was going on. Like, he was gone. Like, mentally, it wasn't him. And I hurried up and gave him a cayenne shot and valerian, and yeah.
Can you imagine, like, as bad as a seizure is? Thank God. I mean, I've never had one, right? But
God forbid.
as people
Scary.
as they say that they are, Marissa,
Yeah.
right? They say they're exhausted for days
Yes. I
afterwards and
heard that
everything.
too. They
Can
can
you imagine?
muscles.
Yes. Can you imagine someone giving you a tablespoon of pure cayenne pepper and
Torture.
saying, swallow it down your gullet? To add insult to injury. Thank you, Julie. Welcome.
Did
My
she say
son,
that it was a little bit of cayenne pepper?
she gave him a teaspoon.
Hold on. Hold on. I have cayenne pepper.
Yes.
Hold on.
My son
We're,
has
we're
seizures,
going to test this out right now.
and the rule is after seizing past 4 minutes, you must call EMS. He's been on a vent 4 times in 5 years. Very difficult. Thank you for your coverage. Oh, my Lord, Bonnie. God bless you. God bless your son. Praying for him, hun. Penelope says, I just found video subscriber page of her and Vaughn getting into it with police because it sounded like they were seeking pain meds. Do you want me to send it? Yes. Please send that to me, Penelope. I'll drop my email in the chat. Thank you. And welcome, Kathy. Thank you, Penelope, again. Thank you, Bonnie, again. And thank you, Julie, again. Let's.
Nothing happened, but that was so sad.
After all, always been like a father. Rather than holding faith in a good conscience, you speak like
I
Hymenaeus
don't
and
want to talk
Alexander.
about it right now.
You well know that such men were handed over to state.
I don't want to make him feel bad, you know? My eyes look super light. Don't they look like, at least this one? I feel like I see some green in there.
I have been a Christian since you were a mere boy.
Or like 1:30, around there. I was like, I need you to do biofeedback ASAP.
So you're saying that Vaughn didn't know he even knew who his son was at one point? That's
If you
sad.
wake up in the morning, just please start. He'll be ready. Like, she started biofeedback, and his adrenals were so low. Like, but he didn't have a seizure, thank goodness.
Was he trying to help me or himself?
I also gave him medication. For some reason, I feel like it was the quinoa. Does that sound weird that the quinoa can do something like that? I don't know, but I was not okay last night. Like, I was having a panic attack. I don't know how to explain it, but let me tell you, it was so scary.
Very talented. Be careful how you use, or perhaps I should say, how you allow others to
Like,
use
he
your
was
talents.
not looking well, and he had said that he did not feel well either. And he was sweating really bad. Like, sweating so hard. He was like, I don't feel well.
I mean, after you stuff. Oh, Marissa. Sorry, I didn't see you. Are you taking it?
Turns out I have every pepper except for cayenne pepper. Turns
Really?
out I have every pepper except for cayenne pepper. I have paprika, red pepper.
Well, red peppers, cayenne pepper. I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll pick up when I go to the store. I'll get a cayenne pepper, and she says a teaspoon. That's a lot. I thought she said a little underneath his tongue. Ouch.
Ugh. What does she think? What does she think the? What does she think the cayenne pepper actually does to her? To him?
She must have Googled something or heard something, or it's some sort of. Do you know what I mean? Like, she just seems like that kind of person that would hear something and then.
Considered a fact immediately
I
without
don't know.
knowing it.
All right, how about this? How about we Google cayenne pepper under your tongue for seizures and see what happens. Where did she get that from? Was he ever seeing a specialist for seizures?
I don't know. Was he seeing a specialist? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you would think he would be seeing a specialist.
Hell, she said he wasn't going to a doctor that one time, and she was his doctor. Cayenne pepper, like other spicy
Okay.
peppers, have capsaicin, the compound that gives them the heat. Applied topically, capsaicin can alleviate pain. Yes, that's true. By reducing the amount of neuropeptide known as
Substance P.
substance P that travels to the brain to signal pain. With less substance P, feeling of pain decreases. I know it's really good for your metabolism to speed it up. Digestive health, yes. Reducing blood pressure. Based on animal studies, capsaicin may help to reduce blood pressure, which
Wow.
also reduces the risk of heart disease, cardiac disease. Cayenne pepper, like other spicy peppers, have a compound known as so you're not you shouldn't be taking blood thinners, aspirin, and acid ACE inhibitors. Mm, I don't see anything about seizures. I remember her saying cinnamon too in a video. And cinnamon was shown to produce satisfactory results in treatment of epilepsy. Now, this is an opinion. I don't know if this is an actual fact. So please don't talk to your doctor before you do any of these things. News 20. Cayenne and cinnamon. How does anyone know that the effect of. Can y'all see this? Okay. Cayenne pepper and cinnamon have on epilepsy, good or bad. They are not taken at the same time. I am thinking about sprinkling cayenne pepper on my food and cinnamon in my coffee. Are there any other spices or herbs that are really good for grand mal epilepsy? All replies would be greatly appreciated. Okay, there's no replies. How about that? See, look here. Oh no, never mind. Wrong one. I don't see anything it says for epilepsy.
Right. I don't know where she got that from.
Probably from, I don't know, whatever she listens to. She's Lucifer, in my opinion.
She's. Ugh.
Um, Getting. Hold on. The New Mexico thing is after the diet change, they wanted to move there and live off the land and off the grid. That was more recent. And more than cayenne pepper under his tongue, she made him drink cayenne pepper shots. Poor Vaughn. A shot of cayenne pepper. That's insanity. The reason I say this. Bear with me 1 second, guys. This may appear to me. Get to the point. Where is it at? He's a rambunctious. Intube undergo extensive surgeries. Follow up. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. From Albuquerque. All right. Somebody want to come up for a minute and make a comment or anything? You're welcome to. I'm trying to find something here, so I don't like the dead air.
Yeah.
Want to come up real quick? I'm just trying to
Drop the link. You
work
got
on
it?
something. Yep. Come on up if you want to talk for a second.
Liz, I've already answered your question earlier in the beginning about the updates on Vaughn. Thank you. We don't know, Myrna. I'm sorry, but I have a Patreon who
it would be up here.
she sent me a video of her husband having a seizure, and I
Hi, Mom.
again.
Hi,
Oh,
Tammy.
It's Chef Apples. I
I
have
love
seizures,
you.
really?
and I have before taken capsaicin one time. As you know, I have gastroparesis, but I did it to help because it says it can help congestive heart failure. So that's what I was thinking. Biggest mistake of my life. Now, I have some basic dietitian because I was the head chef in a retirement center in Tampa. But they stuck me with a nutritionist who flat out said if you have dietary and liver issues, your body cannot process any type of pepper, bell pepper, black pepper, anything. And I just had surgery last Monday because I have to get my throat stretched every month. And they just told me that it can be because you go to restaurants, they put pepper in your food. It can be, they're doing a test. They send it for a biopsy because they think the pepper's closing my throat. So her giving that to him can be very dangerous because she didn't, the Dr. Dan, and she say that he had digestive issues. Did I mistake that from a video? That he was having GI problems. That's why he was getting
you're right. You're right.
So he
I
can't
heard
have
that.
pepper.
Yes.
And they told me the dietitian and the neurologist told me that taking that capsaicin, I could have done damage, which made my grandma's seizures a little worse. But with digestive issues and anything very hot, that's gonna literally make it worse. Because after a seizure, I can't talk. I've literally had a seizure in CVS and tried to talk to one of the ladies behind the desk. This was back in 2016. And she literally asked me if I was retarded because I couldn't talk right. But I
Oh
just
my
had a seizure
gosh.
in front of her. So I don't know where I'm at. I'm very confused. But you can have seizures. They don't always have to be grandma. Your eyes can roll in the back of your head. I can go into profuse sweating and shaking and stuff. And the neurologist says they're all different types of seizures. You don't always have to have a grandma. So,
I don't know the difference, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
well, I'm just learning them.
Grandma.
I only know what a grandma is because the first time I ever had one was in the emergency room and I almost bit off my thumb. I thought I was
Yes.
having a heart attack. No, I was having seizures, and the doctors walked out of the room, let my husband in, and I told him, honey, I want to go to sleep. And I remember doing this, and he said it was awful. I woke up and my finger hurt, and I looked at it and I said, what happened? He said, you had a grandma seizure and almost bit it off. So that's how I found out I had epilepsy.
Wow.
But I'm going to step off and let somebody else join. But I thought I'd let you all know, Cayenne Pepper, if he has epilepsy and GI issues, she shouldn't be giving it to him at all.
I'm wondering why they didn't ask her. Why are you giving him this?
Unless they don't know. But
Oh, she
I'm
probably didn't
very.
tell him. Yeah.
I
She
call
told
my.
the internet.
If I'm going to have a drink like my son 6 years ago, 21, because I was born with the liver condition, I called my doctor to ask for permission to take a shot with my son. My doctor goes, you're almost 50. You don't need my permission. I'm like, medically, I do. So that's just the type of patient I am. They know everything I do because I'm scared anything can go wrong because I'm on so many medications.
She tortured him.
That's what.
So many different ways. I can't help once, please, just 1 second. I can't even wrap my head around every single, like she covered every single angle of torture. And I know you might be thinking, oh, well, she physically didn't hurt him. Well, we don't know that because we know that Raza said, well, Mom, what I like about you most is that you're real funny. And you're not afraid to punch Dad. So physically, emotionally, mentally, food, money, take away the phone, what, not calling 911. The fact that she did not call 911 and try to get him help, because her brain is so far out there. All right. Can you mute her? I'm hearing a wind. It's driving me nuts. Thanks. I can't understand this, Justin. How could me and you, we sat through an accidental video, all right, of him in the car like this, having a seizure, and the both of us were traumatized, right? Shocked. How did she leave him with minors to go to Walmart and get limes and make that a priority while
Sorry, I was muted.
while
Sorry.
he is in so so much trouble. There's at this point, the more that I'm thinking about it, this is very, very, very bad.
Lupus, it's saying device not connected. I was muted. I'm sorry.
I don't understand. What? Why was she torturing him?
Check your email. I sent a video where she says Vaughn didn't know who was Raza. Hold on. Oh, there we go. How do you get to come up and chat?
Just drop the link.
Okay, hold on. I got.
Oh,
Vanessa.
Hey guys, I'm just not on the camera right now because I have a couple screenshots of text messages I wanted to read to you guys from Dre and myself a few years ago.
Okay.
So I just turned the camera off so you guys, the video's not up in my nose. So these screenshots, I had emailed you, Justin, but I know half the world has as well. So trying to see if you wanted me to send these messages to you. These were from August 27, 2019. And I had sent her a message on Facebook asking her why she sent me a refund for the jewelry that I had bought. And she said, Vanessa, it's because I haven't sent you your package yet, and I feel really bad about that, but I'll still send you your items today. And I said, girl, please. I go, you've had more than a lot going on recently. I'm not even worried about the jewelry. It will get here when it gets here. Dre said, you're so sweet. Also because she said something about, I'm not sure if I had the items in stock yet. And then I said, you always go above and beyond for us. I didn't want to post anything because I know a lot of people have been posting, but I'm so proud of you and how you're dealing with everything. I've been in your position before and nothing is.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me now? I'm sorry, I had the mute button off.
Yes. Wait 1 second. Vanessa, go ahead. Is Vanessa there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you guys
yes.
hear me? Okay.
Go
Okay.
ahead,
Sorry.
Vanessa.
So this is the part that's very interesting. She says, because remember when I was on here a few days ago, she had told some of her supporters that she had experienced an SA like a little bit before she met Bonnie, right? And I had confided in her that when I was younger, I had experienced the same thing. So this is when she's going through the issues with Dr. Dan. So this response I find interesting because she throws herself into a lie. Dre said, thank you. That means a lot to me. It surely isn't easy, but it gives me a newfound appreciation for the women that have gone through this, whether they reported the person or not. I get why some people don't. It's very draining and scary. After we got home, I took a very long nap, a very long and glorious nap. I'm so sorry that this happened to you as well. So I took that the way she said she had a newfound appreciate. Like, I thought she had already been through this before. Am I making sense or no?
Yes, total sense. Saying.
So that was when she was going through the court, supposedly with Dr. Dan. And that was the end of August in 2019. And then what was interesting is a couple weeks later in September is when Bonnie left her to go to Savannah for a few weeks because according to her, he had to get away from everything, which I'm sure it was her he had to get away from. So I don't know what if I just know it was a couple weeks after Dr. Dan. It was actually on my text messages here. It was September 19th is when I told Dre, I said, hey, I could tell something's going on with you. Are you okay? I notice you're not the same. If you don't want to talk, it's fine. But just know I'm here for you and you're in my prayers. And she said, Dre said, thank you. Unfortunately, I feel like almost everyone can tell what's going on here, which makes it so much harder because of the questions I get asked. Then again, I put my life on a platform, so I should expect it. I'm trying hard to stay afloat, but I appreciate your messages. And then shortly after is when she opened up to the supporters about Vaughn needing to get away for a few weeks to Georgia. And I think that might be when his family had said was the last time he was there.
Right.
That might have been it.
That's crazy. Yeah, if you can send those to me, that would be great.
Yeah, I will send them. But that was it. I just wanted to get that out there. Just another lie that we, I'm sure we'll find a lot more still, but just trying to fill in the
1,000%.
gaps of the timeline and everything,
That's right, Katie. She can't keep up with her lies. Yes.
Exactly. Okay, I'll let the next person come on. Thank you guys so
Thank you,
much.
dear.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Crap. Are you there, Dottie?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm having some technical difficulties back here. Go ahead.
I've noticed that we've got some rain coming through here as well in my state.
Okay. Go ahead. What you got?
Okay. I have these, and it causes seizures.
Say that again. You broke up. I'm sorry. Dottie.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes. What causes
I have
seizures?
I have an 11-year-old son who, he just turned 11. He has seizures. He has a brain disease. And there's certain medications and certain things that he cannot take because it can induce them. I was watching, I don't remember where I was seeing it at, but there.
Okay. Is she cutting out or is it just me?
You're cutting
Is
out.
it me cutting out or is it you?
Yeah, it's
Because you
cutting
both were buffering.
No,
I think it's your internet there. Okay, let's try it again. One more time.
Okay.
Oh, she's cutting out again.
Mm.
Yeah, she's cutting out. I think it's StreamYard today, actually. Are you there, Dottie? Okay. Got Jane. Yes, Jane.
Hi, I just wanted to
Hi.
let you know what it's like after a grand mal seizure. I'm an
Okay.
epileptic and I have been since I was 16. I'm 62 now, and I only have a seizure about every 10 years because I stay on my medications. I do all the things the doctor tells me to, and he must have had to go to a neurologist when she mentioned one time that they had put him on Keppra, because that's an epilepsy medicine and a neurologist would have to prescribe that. But then didn't she say she took him off of that? Was it Keppra or another medicine?
I think it was
Phenobarbital?
Keppra. I think
Yeah,
it was
because
Keppra.
I take Keppra and I do fine. And I started my seizures at 16 and they wanted to take away my driver's license and all that. I went on to live a normal life, 3 kids, twin girls, raised them, worked full time, and my husband and I have done great. We celebrated 40 years together last month. And
Oh,
epilepsy doesn't have to control your life.
right.
It's how you treat yourself. And what she was doing to him, when you wake up from a seizure, you can't get air because you're not breathing during the seizure. So when you come out of it, you're confused, your balance is off, you can't talk without a slur, and you just can't get air. You just keep asking people, leave you alone, give me air, let me have air. And then, things settle down and takes you about a day to recover. Your muscles are sore, and then you're fine. If you get back on your meds, make sure you're doing everything. But it seems like something sets it off like every 10 years for me. But I'm fortunate, and I can always tell when one's coming on. So I never get behind the wheel of a car if I feel that way. So I just thought you'd like to know there's no
So
way she should have been putting anything in his mouth.
yes, but especially out, when she thinks the seizure's gone, especially if he's having one after another, in a row.
And I've never had that. My seizures, they're one and done. Somebody to have multiple seizures must go to the ER in an ambulance.
Yes.
There are
I mean,
people
she
that have
said,
seizures that if they don't go to the hospital, they will die.
yes.
There's, like the other lady was saying, there's different types of seizures.
Wow. People were saying
Because
moments attacks.
my mother's best friend, her son, if he didn't go to the hospital, he would have died. So he always had to have a roommate.
Do you feel the seizures coming on?
We're service experts.
Yeah, I can tell when I don't feel right, and I just tell my husband I don't feel right, and then I'll call the doctor and he'll up my medicine or whatever, but sometimes you can't stop it. It's a buildup. My sister had epilepsy as well, but she died of an MS. And
Wow.
every every time she had a seizure, she seemed to speak more clearly afterwards because her MS slurred her voice and her
Right.
hearing her on the phone. I couldn't ever. She would always try to tell me jokes, and if she laughed, I would laugh because I couldn't understand what she was saying. But after she had a seizure, she could speak more clearly. So it was
Huh.
like a buildup.
Now, you don't
I know that
remember
sounds
when you're having a
strange.
seizure, do you? You don't remember anything, right?
Not a thing. I remember nothing from what I was doing just prior and until somebody picks me up off the floor. And I've
That's
fallen on the patio many times because I sit on the patio a lot.
right.
And so I hit my head on brick, every time. But I just wanted you to know there's no way. And the wailing and stuff that he was doing in the videos
Mm.
that we saw, that's not a regular grand mal seizure. Um, everything tightens down. I might bite my lip, but you never ever put anything in an epileptic's mouth. You turn them on their side so that their tongue hangs down so they can get air.
Yeah.
You
Well, thank
never
you.
put anything in their mouth.
Yes. Thank you so much for your information, Jane. I've got some people behind me here, so I need to get to the next guest. But
Okay.
thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming up.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Valuable information. Thank you. Bye. Sherry and Lupus, it's saying device not connected. I don't know why, but it says device not connected. Hey Britt, how are you doing? Oh, you're on mute, honey, I think.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, we got you.
How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Hi.
Hey, Molly, I want to start off by just saying how thankful I am for you guys covering this case. I have been I was a follower of Dre's for a couple years actually. And honestly, like I got my husband watching Dre and Vaughn with Foodie Fridays and Earl and Pearl, and we had a conversation earlier, me and my fiance, about how when we watched them, we really felt like, God, they're so happy. They are such in such a good place,
Mhm.
And I feel like it didn't take long for things to really go downhill. So
Mhm.
I don't know what happened. I know that there was some big changes in the diet and the kratom, and I don't know enough about any of it to really speak on what that can do to someone's mind. But something absolutely happened, and things definitely switched.
I can't. I can't. I can't. That's going to be turned into a gif. And this is somebody's mother? I'm sorry, but I'm just really overwhelmed by
She's
her.
crazy. She's a wackadoodle.
Well, the thing is, what are they going to do about her? Are they going to just? Are they going to continue to just let her roam around with these 3 kids? I'm sorry, I'm getting upset. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not
No,
yelling at
no,
anyone.
you're
But
not.
look at her.
It's just outrage.
Where was everybody from her family or his family during all this, during these years when she and him were changing and the kids were changing out of their own control? You know, like where's the family? I know they're there now, and I know that a lot of times people can keep family out of their everyday life, but she put everything online. So where's her family? Where's her sister? Where's her mother? I guess her father was, well, wherever he was, it was questionable. So disregard him. But where was everybody while all this is
Maybe they're
transpiring?
afraid of her. Maybe they're afraid of her and probably saying, I don't want nothing to do with her because I know how she is. Think about it. If you were related to her, would you be anxious to talk to a bunch of people on YouTube? No, you'd be like, I'm going to act as if I don't know what's going on. Right? Wouldn't you? You would.
Yeah, I probably would. But, well, me, I would probably take to my own Facebook page. And even if it's privately and not as big as hers, I might have some things to say about her and what she's doing and make my voice known, even if it's just to the small people or the small population of my town, or, you know, the people that grew up with her and know me and her. Like, I would have something to say.
Yeah.
I don't see her being that strong to where I'm just going to not comment on it. Like,
Right.
no.
I don't know. You guys, I'm getting very nervous. I really am. I mean, how are we going to react if nothing's done about her? Your mic's muted, darling.
Hopefully, she'll be on her best behavior after this. But
I mean, am I the only one who's thinking like that? Like, imagine, heaven forbid, and I hate saying this, God, please forgive me again. Suppose Vaughn is not in a state of mind where he can easily communicate to authorities or his family what exactly happened to him, or he can't remember, heaven forbid, right? And she's not charged with anything, and you're going to tell me that we're just supposed to sit here and accept that this lunatic is running around the streets of Arizona, New Mexico, wherever the hell she was, with 3 kids on her back? Oh, no, no, no. Mm-mm. It's okay. Protest, you say protest. Yeah, we can do that. But when it's over and we all go home, then what? We wait, right? To see if something's going to be done. And then when nothing's done, what do we do again? Protest again? The only way, I don't know. Maybe it's my need for immediate gratification. I don't know. But I really want to know, like, the truth of what happened that morning. I can't believe that police report is that bare and useless. Useless. I'm sorry. It's just useless.
this is from her blinging on a budget. Never seen before. Never seen before.
Parody. Oh yeah, growth. Yeah. So I feel like, the last couple years, it's been so, I don't want to say so dark, but bro, sometimes I just don't understand what type. Okay, I kind of understand it now because I have been rewatching some of my lives, and I'm like, this is actually pretty good. This is actually not bad. But whenever I'm actually talking inside my body, I feel this type of darkness I can't explain. And I felt like I almost felt like, is it depression? Is it this? But there's something that I'm holding on to and I'm not letting go, and I don't know what it is.
You
And
need therapy.
I'm working on it. And what's crazy is it feels like the more clean that I eat, the more clean and clear my body is, the more in tune I am with my body. Like I'm starting to feel things and see things, and it's a little, it's, what's the word? I don't know.
Clarity.
I don't know. Like any other time,
Cathartic.
I
I don't
probably
know.
would have recommended someone seeing a therapist for the type of darkness if they were to explain it. Like if somebody else were to feel what I feel, I would recommend a therapist because that's some dark-ish. Okay. But I just feel like I could do this on my own. Like I know how I don't know how to help myself right now, but I know I'm on my way and I'm gonna figure out, and I think I'm on the right path of trying to get it together in my head, trying to how do I say, create that happiness instead of waiting for situations to be at a certain, how do I say, don't, I was listening to this YouTube video and I'm going to misquote it, but he was basically saying, don't wait until you're successful to feel empowered. Parody? Oh, yeah. Growth. Yeah. So I feel like, the last couple of years, it's been so, I don't want to say so dark, but bro, sometimes I just don't understand what type. Okay, I kind of understand it now because
Oh, okay. So she's saying there's all this darkness inside of her, and that for anybody else, she would recommend therapy, but not
But she doesn't like doctors, right?
correct.
She won't ever find the answers because she believes that deep down she already knows them. And this diet that she's on and playing dress up every single day is going to fulfill her void that she doesn't understand where the anger and the void is coming from. So it's just going to magically appear, and you don't like medication. So we know you're not going to go on an antidepressant. We know that you're not going to see a psychologist to talk because the psychologist is going to ask a series of questions. They're not going to give you advice and tell you where it came from. They don't know you. That's the point. You go over specific things. When did this start? Why do you feel this way? Why do you think that this is happening? The purpose is to answer these questions about yourself so you can come to that moment. Oh my God, I realized that was it the whole time. Holy crap, it started when I was younger. Oh, hallelujah. But she's not open to that. Everything is all these doctors, a mother chucking, blah, blah, blah. And she's talking in circles. Listen, I know what it's like to talk in circles, but I'm not like her, okay? She will never admit to being fucked up in the head. She's like, I have some sort of issue with anger, blah, blah, blah. I hope that all the damage that I did to my, did you guys hear when she said, I really hope that all the damage and the beatings that I gave to my children, that they can somehow block it out of their future. Really now? Interesting. She doesn't want help. She wants to figure it out on her own. Good luck. Because you want to know something, Andrea? I'm going to tell you something about yourself. I hope they lock you up and throw you in a fucking jail cell by yourself and you're alone with your own fucking thoughts. And you start banging your stupid head against a fucking cinder block wall. That's what you deserve. You are crazy. And you got 3 kids who are watching this? I'm sorry, Justin. I'm sorry to blow up, but this girl is nuts.
She's nuts.
She's dangerous.
She's dangerous.
And guess what? She's probably going to get away with it. Just letting you know. Be prepared.
Well, let's hope not.
Well, and
Open one hand shit and the other what fills up first. There's something wrong with it. I have a feeling that they're not going to be able to. I don't know. I don't like her. I don't like her.
God, y'all are so good sending me emails. Like, y'all are amazing.
I don't
Ask and you
understand
shall
how
receive.
the authorities are not going to. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, okay? They're waiting to see how Marv goes on. Do you get what I'm saying? Whether he's going to come out of this, whether he's not. But what about her either way? Something must be done about this woman. Is that up to the police? Yes.
Oh.
What'd you find?
Look at this. Cayenne pepper. This spicy herb is taken with K to boost the potency of the substance.
Wow.
There you go.
And she's a doctor, so you know she did her research and she would know this.
It still wasn't enough for you, was it, Dre? Wow. Cat's claw. This is another herb with similar properties to K that is said to make K more potent and last longer than usual.
Cat's claw.
This is a seed that is crushed and then consumed along with K. Magnesium. Valerian root. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Just say it was valerian root.
Just say it was valerian root. Wowzers.
Enhance the relaxing what of kratom? Effect, I'm assuming. Relaxing.
Combining valerian root with K is done to enhance the relaxing something. The combination stimulates cray. Watercress. This type of lettuce is used to contain a combination of minerals that prolong the effects of K, but it does not affect its potency. Cayenne pepper.
Wow.
Chamomile. Grapefruit. Isn't that something? That's something.
It's not surprising.
Yeah. Wow.
Dr. Google McCrae. McCrae.
McCray. Move on. 1 second. Gotta mute for 1 second. I have a video. It's when Vaughn didn't know anyone. Like, I guess he was allegedly talking out of his head, but it's so low. Hold on, guys. What's this?
Here, baby. What you doing?
Okay, 9.
Hey, Justin, did you get the other reports? The other police
I'll
reports?
talk to you off. I'm not gonna.
No, she was supposed to send them to me, but I did not get them. At least I don't think so. Let me double check. Okay. Yeah, I don't think she. Oh, someone did a piece of art for him. Thank you. Objection. She admits to trapping him and found the perfect reason to isolate him. False allegations for doctor and made him sick enough to pass for VA life insurance. Thank you for that. People do some really great art, don't they?
Yeah.
They are. All right, Marissa. Well, we're at 2 hours and 13 minutes. You're exhausted.
I am,
So
and I really don't think that we should be doing 4 hours. And
yeah. So
it's looking real bad for us, you know.
yeah, I don't know. I may do something later tonight, but I've got to go do some stuff with the kids for a while and stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank
So,
you, guys. It was nice to meet you all.
Yes,
Say
thank
your
you
prayers.
all so much. Have a great week, regardless. I know it's the work week starting out. Thank you all so much. God bless each and every one of you. We should be back tomorrow on Marissa's channel after she goes to bed and gets a good night's sleep.
I'm going to leave my phone.
She's lying.
I'm going to sleep.
She's lying.
Tom Cruise.
It's all lies.
My dog. Tom Cruise. My pillow. I'm going to bed. All right.
Love
Thank
you.
you, guys. I love you
Night,
all.
night. God
Say your
bless you.
prayers. Say your prayers for Letitia and the family.
Yes, justice for Vaughn.
That's all he needs. He needs prayers. Well, open your eyes. Thanks, guys.
Open your eyes.
Thank you for
Good
the
night.
opportunity, Justin.
Thank you. Bye-bye.